Hey, everybody. It's planning day. I think we've gotten through all of the animals that we can make right now, and the factory is working very well. Science is going to outrun us very shortly here, and there's just generally no problems whatsoever. So we just gotta do our chores, and there's not much there to do. And then after this, we're just going to start talking about the next major goal, which is going to be blue high-tech circuits. But for now, we first have to drop a couple beacons on everything. Where is acetic acid? Somewhere in this strata, right? Yeah, it's just down the street. Alright, so I can get close. I still can't navigate my factory. I can get close. And the best place to be would be right here, huh? And I've kind of prevented myself from doing that. So what can you offer me? How about a nice 3-5? Oh, and I'm going to have to build more of these. That hits most of it with a solid 1.5 effect. So it's doubling all these guys. And it catches these two. Maybe I can put it back there somewhere. No. Alright, this is good enough. We have added more acetic acid. We need more, getting very, very close to the point where I'm going to be having these in my inventory all the time. Alright, speed up acetic acid. Speed up iron sticks. No problem. We can go do that too. I know exactly where iron sticks is. It's down here in the casting area. Why do I have to speed you up? You're full up. Why do I have this on my list? Alright, let's just pretend I knew what I was doing when I put this down. And that there is going to be a problem here sometime soon. Another 3-5. Just right there. And I'll speed up all these guys. We can go to 4 maybe. No. That drop is really severe, I feel. I feel it should trickle down a little more. Have it the 4 step be a little more of an intermediate. But it's nice that we hit all of these. Alright, done. Implement Bhoomdhos. That's the big task for today. First, let's check on uplifting. How are we doing here? Uplifting Yatoi Alo. We are currently at nothing with 99 rolls. So that's expected. That's perfectly within statistical probability. And right here, you're running. It's good to see. Gonna hit? Gonna hit? Gonna hit? No. Alright, so that hasn't borne any fruit yet. So in order to implement Bhoomdhos properly, we're going to have to get repair packs up. And that's amazing that this is possibly the last thing to contribute. Here, do we just take this out? I think so. I don't even know if it's going to help. Yeah, it'll help. So we want to make repair packs. And we make repair packs by getting an automated factory right here. And we need to put a input caravan, which is one of you. Alright, good. Repair pack. And you just get to be here in the amorphous base piece sludge in this area. It's not organized. It doesn't have to be. It's fine. I probably should be using stack inserters for this. You know, at least 1 and 1. It's going to be really fast. So let's see how this does. Alright, so your job... Oh, it was in position for a stack inserter. How wonderful. Alright, so, as I was saying, your job is to make me repair packs. So, we need air core inductors, and we need small parts. Give me a normal caravan. Mr. Caravan. That's good for you. And then I need you to go get small parts. And air core inductors, which are right next to each other. But I should get the ratio first, right? So it's double air core inductors. So it's 1500 and 1500? No, it's 2000 and 2000. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. All right, so as I was saying, 2000, 2000. So load items until we get air core, 2000. Then I want you to add destination right next to where I was. It jerked my camera away, however. I want you to get load items, small parts, 2000. Then I want you to come right here. I want you to wait for circuit condition. As always, comparator equals go. Unload until target, unload until target. Right there, right there. 2000, 2000. Great. Now the feeding step, I can manage the feeding step this time. There. Off you go. All right, and that will get me repair packs, which is something I've been needing forever because it's been this item on this list. Just need a proper engine maker, I guess. Maybe I should glance at the alarm system before I do anything. I mean, the alarm system works pretty well for detecting problems, unless it's in electronics, in which case I'm blind to it. Funny how that works, huh? It's where I stopped wiring things up. All right, what do we got? Kind of interesting. We don't have coke. That's usually a sign of a deeper problem. Like, that's alright, I suppose. Why are we having coke issues? Why don't we have more primary coke being produced? Well, where do we produce primary coke? I don't even remember. Do we do that? Do we just go off waste coke? Because I know this is close to primary coke, right? Yeah. Is it just being used as fast as possible? Because this is going almost full speed. I think it might need one more hand, but it's not something I feel like I need to speed up. Where is hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbons. You are waving as per usual, and you are just filling up on coke. And it seems like, yep, coke is here. No problem there. And the other big place where we make it is right here. And it seems like you guys... You could probably go faster. Right? I mean, you're full up on pitch, which strikes me as that the pitch vent is probably going, right? Which I think is right there, but apparently not. So we really might have an actual real coke problem. Oh, we should take, we should move the next little alarm off of this. Why are we alarming on... Well, I know why we're alarming on tri-ore. I suppose sodium carbonate is also a problem. We made huge areas for this, but that's coke, isn't it? Yeah. You are sodium hydroxide? How are you low? Do we not have enough sodium hydroxide in the system? Are we like just barely functioning? Where's my other... Yeah, right here. We gotta put in another one. This is kind of having the same problem, huh? Yeah, and they're trying to get NaOH. So we might need more sodium hydroxide. We might need more petri dishes. And this is all stuff to expand once we hit the next level, I think. How are we doing here? I mean, this looks good. I don't like it when 16 bots die. Ugh. But they died in the line of duty. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can expand, but it's not causing blockages on the way to science right now. I wonder where water is getting into the system. So more sodium hydroxide, maybe? And then rebalance everything? Alright, we're not going to pay attention to that. We're just going to make forward progress. And to do that, we now have to implement Bhoomdhos, which means we have to rip down the existing Bhoomdhos. Yeah, there we go. Yep, perfect. Repair packs. So, what is a Bhoomdhos? Let's go take a look. It is an upgrade for Bhoomdhos. And it is one of those tests. It is a test. The Bhoomdhos is a test. And we're gonna clip you right there. Alright, let's just back up. We're backing the hell up here, guys. And we're probably waiting on... Okay, so here's the problem, right? Bhoomdhos. They require nuclear fuel rods to run. And these suckers really expensive right now. Really, really, really quite expensive. So we'd prefer to be as efficient with them as possible. However, the next level recipes aren't really saving us. It's not enough. It's better, but not enough. Meanwhile, enter the upgrade. Let's go look at it again. We'll look at the ones that aren't good. I think everything is good, frankly, but there's only one that proves your manhood, you know? So interdermal extra gills develop surface gills for better intercellular matrix, allowing Bhoomdhos to rotate themselves so they're always exactly parallel with gravity. This means even if the Bhoomdhos moves or bends its gills, it will still be able to release spores successfully. Spore selectors are able to collect these released spores from the environment. So it's... apparently you have to add rich dust now to get Bhoomdhos spores, but it gives you a lot more. And sporopolitin can be made just from Bhoomdhos spores, which is like free oleochemicals. That's free fungal substrate, and that doesn't matter. But free oleochemicals, okay, there's value to be had here. Meanwhile, we have exoenzymes instruct the Bhoomdhos fungus to consume additional nuclear energy and introduce the ability for the fungus to secrete exoenzymes. These efficient cellular automata are designed to capture weakened isotopes from the nuclear fuel rods and bind them inside the solid soil, replacing carbon dioxide as a waste product. So it consumes more power, which is actually very, very bad, since the power is nuclear fuel rods. This is like negative 30% prod. And it makes plutonium oxide. Never mind, this is trash. This is just very bad. I don't know why you would want to do this. You always have more plutonium oxide than you know what to do with. And it's the same speed. Like, this is bad. Never take this. Meanwhile, our friend, Meltdown. Remove key ingredients used by the Bhoomdhos to regulate nuclear fission chain reactions. This action dramatically speeds up the production rate of Bhoomdhos fungus. However, the risk of nuclear explosion is now 100%. Warning. Picking this option will destabilize the nuclear fission reactions and cause active Bhoomdhos cultures to violently explode. Explosions do not damage the Bhoomdhos culture itself. Good. However, they will destroy any entities in the radius, including other Bhoomdhos cultures. Expect one explosion for 2 hours per active colony. The explosion creates ghosts that can be automatically repaired. All right, so what's going to happen here is we greatly simplify the recipe. And we massively, it's like a 300% prod with regards to energy, which is, yeah, we're doing that, guys. So we just have to bring in ash and Bhoomdhos spores, and it's 3 times prod. Yes, we are doing this. downside. Instead of feeding in ingredients, we are now feeding in base parts because it's going to be blowing up the area around it. So I'm not picking that yet. We're picking all this up first. The reason why I stopped everything is because this all no longer works. I need more room. Maybe I don't. Go, fly, my pretties. Pick up all this stuff. Yeah, I definitely need to establish a material box. A lot of this stuff is just never coming back, right? Because it's material the Bhoomdhos do not require. Ah, the bees. The bees are all over me. Alright, so we have this current situation where we have this nice clean area. We're going to now select Bhoomdhos. Wait a second. No, we're going to put things away first. Like, we're not going to need these anymore. All this stuff can just go away. And then, Bhoomdhos, you stay with me for right now. Alright, it is time to select Bhoomdhos. Boom. That should detonate every single Bhoomdhos culture on the map. But, oh, wow. That's explicit, isn't it? I wonder if it will destroy absolutely everything in that radius. So are we only running one per? You need a lot of space. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I know, like, nuclear explosion should come with an expectation. I thought we would be able to get 4 in here. I'm wondering if it's going to destroy that. I can't have it destroying windmills. I thought I'd be able to fit at least 1 in. So we're going to try this, right? Here, we're not going to set up a permanent... Well, hold on. Indeed. Like, I'm hoping it will just kind of damage stuff out there. And I don't want to risk a bunch of fuel rods. So I was going to set up our own little bot network here. Like right here. And then we're going to have just supplies. I'm not going to rig this up. Are you out of range? Yeah, you're not even out of range. So this is substantially worse than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Like, I have no room in my space. It's like, what else do you need? You need water. Well, we should probably put the water pump outside the radius. And we're going to be blowing up those pipes. And the really difficult part is we have to get the fuel in. So we kind of need a requester chest right here, right? And we need this guy to... Do we put a combinator here? Is there a way to output a signal? Now I realize this is probably gonna get blown up. So you'll read and you'll out. And what you want is to read contents include fuel. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so you have... So if fuel rod. If fuel rod is less than or equal to 0, I want you to output fuel rod. Fuel rod 1. And so that will come right here, and I want you to... I should be able to... Wait a second. Fuel rods, I want fuel rod 1. Why aren't you doing that? Oh, you're not powered. Okay, so this is going to get blown up too. So we're going to have to bring possibly many of these in. And the idea was the bot would just supply the things, right? All right, we're outputting this, and you should be... There we go. You should be outputting that. And so when this blows up, we're going to lose a hand, a box, and a combinator. I suppose what you need now is ash and Bhoomdhos spores. So, do I need 2 more combinators for this? Or do I just want to say you should always have ash in quantity 10? Quantity 100? And spores. Because it's okay if these are overfilled and it gets blown up. Okay, so these can be added in. And it's going to be requesting that. So you're asking for these things. And now if I don't want to use good bots for this. Here, let's go get... we want to supply all of these things via caravan eventually. Oh, why are we stopped, you think? We have no tower. Why have we no tower? No tower because no... This guy's not here. Why aren't you here? ASP. Alright, pretty straightforward. ASP is just being made, right? Advanced, small. I mean, I'm not a hugely thrilled about these dips, but yes, it is being made. I think the next step is to set up another one. So, I came here for bots. None of these guys are bots. What I want is you. Do we put these guys in a... Actually, I don't know if that's... So we make the bots, and then they come here, but they're not offered for general use. You only stack to 10. No, you stack to 50. Oh, you must be regulated. Alright, so you're going to have to get these guys into a caravan at some point. I'm quite worried about the Bhoomdhos blowing up terribly. Okay, so walking by here is just going to be so dangerous. If this survives, what's your health? 400? Do you think it'll survive a nuclear blast at this radius? I think probably yes, right? These things are dead. This is blown up. This is blown up. So we'll have to bring in... Here, okay, hold on a second. We're going to have a... We're just going to run a test for a little bit. Give me a caravans area right here. That's in range. And how much health do you have? 600? Let's just pretend that's going to be okay, right? So you're going to get repair packs, which I really should just go and get, right? We're going to do a short test. We're not going to set this up fully automated because I don't know exactly to the extent this nuclear explosion is going to affect things. Usually, those, they do. They do affect things around them. It's a problem. So what we'll do is this. We're just going to set up this one. Oh, and we have to get stuff out, too. And that's going to be belted out. So we're going to have to bring in belt. I don't want bots to get close in order to harvest the Bhoomdhos. No, those go away. So, like so. I wonder how much, because we're all in range here. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. You know, nuclear blast, small, you know, how it always goes. So a lot of this is going to get ripped up. Alright, so we have some bots, and we're going to just start here. Mr. Bot goes there. And we're going to put in some of this. And then we need a buffer chest, right? Why do we have so many of these? And I guess we should just color this in, right? Oh, I can't do that thing? I can't color it? Oh, okay, we're going to need a bunch of buffer chests then, which is going to be a little awkward. So, and then like that and like that. Where are you going? No, where are you going? No, none of you were given leave. You're all AWOL. They're going to the nearest roboport, which is in a embassy. Because they picked up their own roboport and they lost. No, they're trying to deposit that, and now they're just working. Oh, okay. Okay, that was unfortunate. We're gonna try again though, because they got unhomed for a second. We want this to be completely disconnected. Completely disconnected. Thank you. So what we're gonna need is repair packs go in right there. So we chuck in repair packs. No, they stole them all, didn't they? No. Okay, right there. So you get repaired, and you get bots. And now we're going to need all sorts of stuff, frankly. So this is like a mini area for the embassies. Hopefully you're... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. So we have... Let's count them. We have... Combinator. We have... Fast inserter. We have... Passive chest. We have Nexi-lit power pole. We have fast belt. Is that everything? I think that's everything. So that's 5 things. So you have to turn on, and you have to read all this. Hook all you guys up. This is going to be our tentative solution here. Chests don't have a lot of... I wonder how much this is going to hurt. We have to just set this up to go for a while. Oh, and also fuel rods, I guess. So, dang. We need to pick that up. And move that over, probably by 2. And then we'll have chests for the supply of stuff. So we don't need all that much. This is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. All right, so you need to enable based on combinator. Combinator less than 10. You load it up. Great. You're doing that same thing, but instead of combinator, you are fast insert. Great. And then you need all you guys need the same thing. But you are going to be passive chest. Passive. No, it's requester chest. Request. There we go. Then you put that in that box. There's probably a better way to do this, right? Why can't I shade these? You know? To say that it has to be exactly this. Maybe it has to be a provider chest in order to do that. Is it a buffer? But I don't have a single one of you. Buffer chest, storage chest. Should be a provider chest, right? Maybe I can make this better if I go get a provider chest. I don't know. I'm very bad with bots and don't understand how they work. It's really amazing any of this is functioning, right? No, not purple. Purple is bad. We want the other one that's not purple. Red? Here, let's do a switch. There you go. If I put a red one down, can I shade you? No. Why is that? Why can't I reserve that? Alright, so maybe we need provider chests and not buffer chests. That seems more reasonable to me. The who knows, right? Oh, this is a science experiment right here. So we're going to try you. We're going to try red chests and see what happens. Alright, so you are now red chest. Right there. And then you are going to be power pole. I have one in my inventory. What am I doing? These are all very simple things. And then I need you to be fast belt. Probably going to need more like 100 of you. And the last thing is, there was something else. Fuel rods. Fuel rod. Okay. Alright, so. Now we have to change this. No, this is a requester chest? No. So I do need requester chests right here. Excuse me. Confused. There we go. Alright, so we put in our first slugs of stuff. It's like right there. Oh, and we're going to need multi-purpose pipes to ground because this is going to blow. We can get it out of range, but it will blow. So it didn't filter. I didn't set up the filter. All right, that's fine. We can fix that. This is very complicated programming for Factorio. But we got it. We can do it. Okay, pick it all back up again. Pick it all back up. What we want is to put in 2 of these guys, some of that, some of this. How about a whole stack of it, actually? Whole block of you. And then the blue chest, right? Blue chest. Put that right there. Belt, combinator. Combinator. So we have 40 explosions here queued up. What are you? Combinator? Why aren't you doing the thing? Enabled. Oh, you're facing the wrong way? You are. There we go. All right, and so you'll get repair kits. So let's find out what we're doing about water, right? So that's going to blow up. And eventually bots will blow up too. They'll just get unlucky. Oh, so close to being good. Do I think it can survive over there? Should I go to the next block? Does anyone... Do you use water? Do you use water? You do use water. Okay, we're just going to go over there. We're just going to tap into next door. Next door is always friendly. There we go. That works. Alright, so that gets us our water. I should probably wall this off so I don't run through it by mistake. Alright, so now we need stuff from... Oh, I mean, how are we going to get stuff through here? I mean, bots, obviously, but bots getting caught like right here during explosion. Ooh. So, I mean, we can have a local spore maker. How much spores are we going to eat? I don't even know if we can have a local spore maker. 0.2 a second. And right now you eat 0.11. Yeah, how to do this? Because you need two things now. You need ash and spores. And I'm supposed to be getting them in. The bots will run in and drop them there. And then I have to get them up to here. But then more importantly, if I need another one, I'm going to have to put another Bhoomdhos area right there. However, I guess we have to belt them through on the outside, right? Okay. So let's do this then. We are going to not go this way anymore. We are going to rely on the kindness of our neighbors. So this entire thing, you're going to come over. And it's like, this is never going to go again. This really should be picked up, but I'm not going to do that right now because, well, I suppose I should. So we're going to come over here and we're going to use the Navens area. And this is going to be where our backbone is. And I don't even think we're going to be sushi belting it. Even though we probably should. And then this is gonna hurt. Right there. Please take all this stuff away. Here, have some Navens too. You did a good job. You too? Alright, so we're gonna come here and we're gonna have this rail like this. Okay, and we're gonna have this rail like this. And what we need is to leap across way down here. Way down here. And this is not a sushi belt. This is just a split belt, or it will when I'm finished with it. So, you two, you're well out of the blast radius. So you could fill if you want to. So, the circuit should just be shut off here. And you're going to handle ash. That's going to be a lot. So, there we go. And you're going to be spores. Spores. There we go. And you can probably be as, just do one. All right, so we need an ash and spore line. And this is all sorts of not really working out. All right, you need to be realigned. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. 10k ash is good, but everything else you're just not doing anymore. Oh, wait a second. Come back. You need to be stripped of all the stuff you have inside you. Oh, good. There's not much. I don't have any inventory, but still there's not much. And we will... Oh, wait a second. We want to get rid of this stuff. We don't want to get rid of the ash. Okay, now you go. And we will try to pick up everything on this belt now. We will just stand here and accumulate. I should get more inventory space. Because we want to get rid of everything we don't need. Like, why do I have Yadol spores? Why do I have this? Why do I have manure? And we're just going to... Oh, this should be turned off entirely. You. What are you waiting for? No. Oh, wait, you have... No, this is going to be handled by somebody else. I want you to return here. And then I want you to wait. Forever. So we have a guy bringing in ash. Really, we should be not doing this belt, right? We should have all this stuff be done here by this dinosaur. Like, this guy should get... Well, the spores are made on site. Maybe we do just a hybrid... I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I just have no idea at this point. I do know I'm cleaning this belt. So this is the point of no return. Nothing gets out of this box. We're putting... And then we have to find a way in order to get ash and spores onto this belt. And that shouldn't be terribly difficult, right? Then we want just an ash and a spore line for a while. Oh, look, they're adding more. Thank you. Thank you. You have read my intentions perfectly. I wanted to get more spores. That's right. Oh, and okay. There. Okay, like that. So is this just going to work out if I just stand here holding down this button? I mean, obviously my inventory is going to be absolutely trashed. Alright, take that, take that, take that. I don't even know why I have Yadol spores. Take that, take that. This is all simply trash at this point. There. Alright, you no longer do this job. Get in my pants. Go sneeze. Sneeze, 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 sneeze. Alright, what I'm doing now... Am I on? Okay, I'm on. We're just going to leave this alone for the time being. We'll get rid of the Yadol spore. We have to get rid of the Bhoomdhos spores too. Maybe just dunk these in this bin. It's like, here, have a bunch. I mean, that's where they belong, right? And for some reason I have... Oh, I didn't turn personal logistics off. So I'm being overfilled on everything right now. Oh, man. Multiple layers of not good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally overfilled. Oh, crap. What to do about this? I have to go put stuff back, like, or dunk them in a buffer chest somewhere. Like, what do I have? Okay, let's just stay calm. Stay calm. We'll deal with this problem. Oh, they make the fallout noise. That's nice. Okay, a lot of these Bhoomdhos are just going to go in a box right now. This is our emergency Bhoomdhos box, our emergency Bhoomdhos buddy box. I think we only need a few. Yeah, we got way too many windmills. Why is this guy going? Load target. Oh, because I never adjusted compared or equals go. Right. Okay. Then you're only ash now. We're stepping down, and this is just a trash bin. Where is Yadol's? This is bothering me more than it should. Your spores, sir. Take them. Alright, into our Bhoomdhos buddy box, we're also going to put our Bhoomdhos bombs. And that's these guys for expansion. And what I need to do now is get this all the way over here, and then we're almost ready to start the main event. Right? We have water. Okay, we're going to arm you. I'm glad it didn't immediately explode. So, why haven't we flitted over? Oh, these are construction bots. We need logi bots too. Okay, that makes sense. And once again, we have the same problem in that logi bots are not put into... Well, I suppose we can use this. We can... I suppose we can use this... No. It's so hard. Because I'm using them as intermediates. I should probably have done this properly. I probably should have thought this through. Hey, Notepad, you can go now. We're implementing Bhoomdhos. I think everyone understands what's going on here. And now I need to chuck in some Logibots. And you will immediately... Oh, when it blows up, it's going to blow up so many of them. It's like you guys are going to lose the lottery, friends. Hopefully that hand is so slow. So, what are you doing? Trying to get 100, 100? And this is not going because it doesn't have the final thing. Are we ready for the final thing? I think we are. And then this isn't set up right because we don't have a caravan tending to it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But we can set that up at any time. And then this can be supplied. I really wish you guys would sit down, sit back down. And so now we add in some fuel rods. And then one gets added. You shouldn't be adding any more in. See, that fuel rod shouldn't be there. All those guys are asking to die. I'm asking to die. Let's get out of the blaster. I should wall all of this off. Yeah, it's perfectly centered. And it's going faster. I wonder if it's better to sacrifice bots or belt. You know? Just have a belt going. Maybe it's just a slow belt. Maybe I should be using slow belt here. And that will reduce the cost. Yeah, I should probably reduce that to a yellow belt. But the important part is that it's triple prod. And it's using the most critical ingredient slower. And if I want to, I can just copy paste this. I want to see this explode. I am getting the feeling I am probably going to add some yellow belts in. Yellow belts are essentially free. Just look at the percentage of time these bots are exposing themselves. And the only time I will expose is doing a refueling thing. So we're gonna less than equal to 1. There we go. You should be... Yeah, this is probably a bit much, right? We should probably be using a yellow belt here. Which will make it easy, because it'll just come straight over, and then it'll be repaired. And then we'll use yellow belts getting out too. And let's look at Bhoomdhos production. Bhoomdhos. Alright, if we look in history, like our best run right here is 150 a minute. And now we're at, we're at a fifth of that. But we're only running one of them. So what I should probably do, I'm not sure exactly how to characterize what I've done here. Here, let's do a test. I know they don't blow each other up. Well, no, I can't. Well, okay, can't is a strong word. How much health? I didn't give the logos any health at all. That's a problem. Because what I was thinking is... Thinking. Take our friend. Why aren't they showing me the blast radius? I don't want to get too close, it's running. So if we look a little closer... See, that's gonna... It really depends on... Okay, it's gonna blow up the logo, which is a real bad thing. I mean, not the worst thing in the world, but pretty bad. Let's do a test. See how bad you get hurt. Right? It's probably not going to blow up these guys, right? Probably. Maybe we can do 4 in here. Depends on how much pain this distributes. If we could put 4 in here, I'd be pretty happy, I think. It's going to blow up all of the logos, and I think I'm probably just going to have to live with that. I wish there was a way to set something to be not repaired. Oh no, it's not going to be repaired. All right, so we're going to be able to see. All right, we've left a test. This is a test of the new Bhoomdhos system. It's undoubtedly producing more Bhoomdhos right now because it's going to be sustained like this up until the point where it runs out, which I should probably just load the fuel in here and let it burn as much as possible, right? All right, tech. We're going to have to make a plan now because we have to get to blue circuits. And that's going to be a lot of intermediates, and I want to get that all written out. What should I research? We should probably start powering towards the major goal. The major goal is where are you? Right there. Productivity 2. That's what we want. So we just start, right? Here we go. Ammonium oxalate. Okay. And oxalate, okay, that's vanadium pentoxide. Well, we probably have enough of that, right? It's a lot of sugar, though. And cyanic has been a problem historically, though it's been quiet for quite some time. All right, so that's going to be like that. That's going to be like that. And then we get this for some reason. Great. Fantastic. So we're just going to walk away from this. We're going to deal with our inventory for a moment. Or apparently not. Here, take that. Yeah, I don't like how this is exposing so many bots. It's going to blow up a lot of these bots. So we were there. We saw the moment. Okay, so this is bad, friends. It wrecked that. I don't know if it blew that up or not. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go back and watch the tape because I was too close. I repaired it. What just happened? Blew up 3 windmills. A bunch of belt. It blew up a whole lot of my own bots. Oh, because they launched and got... Oh, that was terrible. I wish I could see that again. Oh, man. It's just awful. Not like awful in... What are you guys doing? Oh, you need just a general chest? Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so that was really quite awful. I saw 50 units of belt go away. It completely trashed that guy next door. It blew up a whole lot of my bots. It blew up 3 windmills, it said. So what would those 3 be? I would expect 2 or 6. Oh, this is kind of disastrous, isn't it? So we're gonna let this go again, and we're gonna try it again. Only this time, hopefully, I'm not gonna foul the results. It recovered nicely, so that's good. That plan is working. Okay, don't stand next to it. Just don't stand next to it. All right, I gotta go get more bots. I gotta go get rid of this inventory problem. And then we're probably going to try to... maybe uplift a little more? I don't know. Why do I have 10k ash in my inventory? Is that what's left of my bots? Oh, probably my bots picked up a lot of stuff they shouldn't have. Like, I'm kind of worried it blew up some of these boxes now. It didn't blow up the caravanserai. So maybe that's just on the edge. I'm going to have to rip out these windmills, unfortunately. As much as I love the windmills, they are not in the right spot for this. And you? Okay. Inventory, and then we wait for the giant explosion. And then... then we do a post-mortem, and we try to figure out what has to happen. Because this is a bit more extreme than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be I thought I was going to be able to get 4 safely within a single city block, but that's not true. Apparently, I don't work with nukes enough, or else I would have known this already. All right, that's probably enough inventory, right? Sure. Here, take that. You'll like it. Anyway, let's check on uplifting, and then if that's not going, we'll make a plan and then check on uplifting again. This appears to have done nothing. We're at 150 and no winning. That sucks. Meanwhile, up here at Renea, we are completely stopped because this guy needs Renea, and we have not uplifted anything. So that is a symptom of the problem. How much do you have? Oh, just go. All right, so nothing, no movement on uplifting. And this has gone 50 products, so there's no reason to have expected it would have gone. All right, so we have to stand here in the center of the world. We have to bring up our notepad. And it is time to make a plan, friends. Dinger, why do you ding? For why does the dinger ding? For whom? And we look here, and it's amazing how the signal propagates slowly. I guess the radio just isn't as fast as it should be, or I imagined it would be. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. You're burning Perogen of all things. So this is going to come in real fast. Let's walk the world. Walk the path. So we need okay, we need to align our fingers. High-tech circuits. Okay, what do we need? High-tech circuits. No dash. No dash. All right, so now we need optical fiber. We got that. We need, okay, hold on a second. Neuromorphic chip. We need complex circuits, microchips, MOSFETs. We need cooling system. We need multi-layer SMD capacitors. We need SMD diodes. Kind of amazing that blew up so fast. It should be once every 2 hours. It was like in the first 10 minutes or so. High frequency SMD inductors. And then mounted circuit substrate, which we went through yesterday. Processor, low power resistors. All right, so a lot of this stuff is going to be made on site, right, and just piped in. High-tech circuits are, of course, an export. So now we have to look into all these. Neuromorphic chips are used in tons of stuff. So you are, in fact, an export. And that's made from empty neuromorphic chip. Empty neuromorphic chip. Great. And empty neuromorphic chips are not exported. The discovery of LNCL, Life Nextlet Crosslink technology, gave you the opportunity to develop a brand new class of advanced chip. And this needs paramagnetic material. Paramagnetic material. Okay. And everything else we already just have in a bin somewhere. Okay, and that will give us neuromorphic chip. And that's used in tons of stuff. What is this? FDI integrated module. So it's like a level 3 codecs. Alright, that's cool. So we go all the way back to the high-tech circuit board. And we got that. We know how to make these. We know how to make those. Cooling system. Got it. Though it's expensive. Got it. Expensive. Got it. So this just needs to be made. Alright, that's good. Here's that. Sciences flickering. In multi-layer SMD capacitors, we need capacitor core. Capacitor core? Wait, we didn't check to see if cooling system is an export. We know paramagnetic material is an export. Cooling system is used in... Yeah, you're an export. Then multi-layer SMD capacitors. You are not an export. You are only used on site. Okay, good to know. Capacitor core and capacitor terminal. Capacitor core is used in only this, so it is not an export, and we have all of that. It just has to be made. Capacitor terminal, we have all of this, so it just has to be made, and again, not an export. So this is nice in that it's only internal. Now we need SMD diodes. The dinging. Last time I went and checked, there was actually nothing wrong. Are you going to tell me there's nothing wrong again? No. Animal sample of all things. Blood? No. A delivery just happened. Do you need to be a little more sensitive? Are you all taking decayed first? No, you're not. Should do that, friends. So why aren't you going? So is it enough in the world? That's a valid reason for not be going. Why was it dinging off this? Do you need to be a little more sensitive? Well, it shouldn't be. Maybe we just didn't have enough lard. That's typically what happens. So lard should be the trigger. And then you should stop. Where's the thing that makes it go only when it's all together now? You. Yeah, you should... This will output animal sample. I don't know why it was dinging off that. Maybe I was completely out of something. Maybe it's not leaving fast enough? Maybe they just never got anything? See, like this guy... Where are you? Are you stuck on something? Oh. Oh, okay, you've delivered and now it's... You're waiting. Wait, what's going to happen if stuff rots in your inventory? I never set that up, did I? And what happens if stuff rots here, right? What do we do with the jerky and the biocrud? No, right there. What about the jerky? Tell me about the jerky. I guess it's just a cruise. Alright, we're going to make a note of that. We're not dealing with this right now. Examine animal sample science input for waste. Alright, we're not going to get distracted too much here. Just, you know, the horrible dinging. Then we go look at Bhoomdhos again. I think we're definitely going to have to replace this with slow belt. I kind of want to take the construction bots out just to see what is repaired and not, you know? See, we're definitely going to want to stop this. This is risking too much. Risking yellow belt is fine. But they're out there too much of the time. They don't carry enough. Alright, so we go look at Bhoomdhos. Bhoomdhos. And so we have a steady 41 a second. And that's probably much better than this. I mean, just much. The fact that it's steady, it's so much more efficient. Alright, just ignore that. Continue. High tech. There we go. Where were we? SMD diodes. That's you. SMD diodes are not an export. That's good. We need epoxy and we need a diode core. Diode core. And diode core is... Do I have that? I believe I made that. And this is not an export either. So, good. So this is just stuff we make. All this is pretty standard compared to how it was last time. High frequency SMD conductors. You are not an export, I'm going to say. Not an export. But we need a high flux core. High flux core. For that we need a magnetic core. Alright, hold on, we gotta back up. High frequency inductors are not an export, we're going to say. High flux core is not an export again. And then magnetic core is something weird. Superconducting magnetic unit. It's coming. So I think this is going to be non-export. I think this is... Oh, okay, well, we need superconducting coil. Superconducting coil. And we need... No, we made this, right? Yeah, we made a whole bunch of this. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Pretty sure we have that. We have all of this. We're going to need cladding. Well, hopefully we exported that properly. And then superconducting coil is... Oh, this is going to be a quest. Alright, okay, we got to go back. The high flux core is not an export. The magnetic core, we're going to say is an export, I guess. Because it's used in two things and it's complicated. Like real complicated. Superconducting coil, maybe that's not. Maybe this is the export. Right there. Then we need... Oh, the next accumulator needs this. We need coil core, and we need superconducting wire. And I get you, I'm going to bet that both of these are exports. This we can do. And this is not an export, actually, the coil core. The superconducting wire is, you are an export. And we need a NEN-bit matrix. Okay, we're not even done. NEN-bit matrix. And I know you're an export because you're used in lots of stuff. I've seen you before. And that can just be made. All right, so we found our complicated chain. All right, so this is going to be a campaign, guys. And now, yeah, and you're used in a bunch of stuff. Okay, so back all the way out of that. And we're at high-tech circuit boards. Great. Now we're going to analyze substrate. And I guess you are an export because it's used in these two things. So, that's printed circuit substrate. And so we go look at that. And this is fiberglass and MSA. Fiberglass and methane sulfonic acid. All right. And then we go back up. Mounted substrate is exported. Printed substrate should be internal. Fiberglass is an export. In fact, it's just a general product. Yeah. And fiberglass is glass fibers, which we need. So glass fibers. And you're an export. We have everything. That's a lot of epoxy. And glass fibers is just this stuff. And then there's an alternate recipe, of course, which why would anyone not use? All right, fiberglass is coming. So MSA is made from dimethyl sulfide. Do I have that? Let's just assume I don't. We're an export. Dimethyl sulfide. Maybe I should put a timer on the alarm, like a little buffer. And dimethyl sulfide is made from just stuff. Okay. So that gets us all the way to the end of mounted substrate. Because I feel like the alarm is triggering all the time, and I do realize it has a lot of expensive conditions with it. Okay, what's our problem? We have no guts. So guts should be more sensitive. So we ran out of guts first, huh? So how much guts does this take? 3. And how much guts do we bring in? Is it off? Doesn't look off to me. Why? Okay, 3 brains each. Is that right? Is that correct? 3 brains, 3 guts. Yeah, the ratios are right. So I guess if it's not going to be guts, it's going to be brains. So I guess it just needs to be more sensitive in general. So, okay. We'll just add... Why'd you get so few guts? Oh... We don't have a lot of guts. Oh... Yeah, we have a gut shortage. I'm going to go ahead and call that weird. Weren't we venting it just a minute ago? And if we look at augs up here, how we doing? Everything all right? Okay. I mean, reasonably all right. All of these are going. Like, what more could I want? All right, so just assume everything's... All right, so we need to slaughter more animals. We need more blood. The factory needs more blood. Can you imagine it? Anyway, processor. Processor is a local product, strangely enough. It is not an export. So, processor core... And we have graphene roll, right? Yeah, so, okay, so we need processor core. I'm going to bet you're not... Oh, you are, in fact, an export. Okay. That is, yeah, we're out of guts again. We knew that was coming. And then we need heavily doped N silicon. Heavily doped silicon. Because I'm pretty sure it's the new thing, right? No, it's heavily doped P silicon. That's the new thing. Yeah. And then you are an export, of course. Because you have to make a condo core. All right, so right there, right there. And that gets us... And we need cold, clean air. Okay, wait a second. Cold, clean air, also an export. And that's cold air, and that's a whole chain. We're just gonna pretend like I don't see that. It's like that's gonna be where I put down. There's a lot more right there. Just that's a placeholder for it. So that's a good thing to start with, maybe. So we go all the way back up. And now we're at low power resistors finally. And you are local product. And I have everything. So we go back and check again. Then we need gold plate and solder. And it's used everywhere. All right, we have a plan. Look at this plan. This is all the stuff we have to do. It's actually shorter than I thought it would be. This worries me. This is an incorrect design. Are you stopped? No. Yeah, all these are in death range right now. I gotta go get more bots for myself. This is, the logistics bots is wrong. It's much better to put belt out there. Belt is, you know, essentially free. It's very, very cheap. Oh, so we have a problem, huh? No, we don't. We have no problems. 300 bots, good. Overstuffed, yeah. Let's get rid of these displays. I'm not going to be using them. Science going? Science going well? Yes. Looks like we need another drop of vat brains. But if we're out of... Well, are we overflowing brains? It kind of looks like we're not going to be able to keep that up. But it also kind of feels like it's not going to matter. You know? I feel like something's not going. I feel like we should be getting a lot more blood. But it all comes from Augs. These guys are, you're not going, you need more moss. Why aren't you getting, plenty of moss is flitting by. Are you just disabled? Oh, you're trying to put in stuff that don't matter. Maybe that's why it feels a little low. One of our reproductive centers is offline. Because this is trying to put in Aug food. And like, that's never going to happen, good my guy. Alright, so now that's going. Why is there so much? Oh, because it's only taking from one side of the belt. You should be taking decayed first. All of you should be taking decayed first. Because there's no vent here. That's really sloppy of me. Let's put that on the list. Aug area dedicated. Flora line needs vent. Alright, so what should we make today? I think the cold, clean air is a whole thing. Cold, clean air. Like Nenbit matrix is a good thing to reduce this a little bit. But cold, clean air, that comes out of a lot of stuff. Here, I need still more notes. This is a good installation to put in right now, though. And I think we have to... so we start with cool air and then purified air. So we add in activated carbon to pressurized air. And then we make purified air. Oh, I'm glad it's not barreled. And then we end up with purified air. I'm going to have to build a model for this. And then we make a whole lot of nitrogen. Well, more like we should probably be making our own liquid nitrogen on site. So, okay, so we're going to do this. Purified air is a filter. Filter, compressor, times who knows how many. And then we'll just have some nitrogen that will cycle back and forth. This will make us cold air. It's only used in cool. This is cool air. Purified air. Output. No, okay, we never see cool air. Cool is the verb. It's not an adjective here. We are verbing this. We are cooling this air. We're going to get cool air. And then we're going to get cool air. That's where it comes from. And then it goes into... We're not going to take this. We're not doing that. It's like, no, that's too weird. We're going to have to do this anyway, even if we do this. So we're not going to take that upgrade. And then we add biofilm, which is kind of unfortunate. And then this stuff needs to be exported. But also, it has to be compressed into liquid clean air. And liquid clean air is then, you refine it in a DD, and sometimes you get a dry gas stream, sometimes you get helium. And you get dry gas stream. This is actually really good now that I look at it. So that's the actual product. Oh, so this is how we actually get helium from regolith. Regolith calcination, and everything else, it doesn't really matter. And calcinates you just get rid of. And so it's actually quite a lot of dry stream. Alright, so I guess I have to do this as like bootstrap helium until I get to this recipe, which is not bootstrap. This is production helium. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're doing bootstrap helium extraction right here. And so I'll set up something like that and just have it run. And then we have dry gas stream, and I want to do something with you. Dry gas stream is in highly purified gas, so we need ethanolamine. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Let's write you down. Ethanolamine. It expands now. Ethanolamine is, it's alien bacteria, so we can't do this yet. So we need to go do alien bacteria. Which I think we can do now. Methyl acrylates. Is that the stuff that expands spoils very fast? I don't know. This is okay. So dry gas stream, we're gonna bin for right now, I suppose, and then we're not gonna deal with that. Yeah, we're just gonna bin it. All right. What I want to do currently is go do animal husbandry. And that's go visit Kamuts and Fidai. We should be producing many Fidai. Yes. So I should be able to take all you, and we're going to finish the Fidai area, right? Oh, it was finished. Okay, so we have put in all the Fidai. All right, done. Good to know. And so we have a Fidai bin right here. Not hooked up, but it's here. Probably doesn't need to be hooked up, honestly. So how are we doing on Kamotes? Have we finished any? We finished 3. Wow. Wow, these guys are slow. Alright, so this is just enormously slow. So the Kamouts are probably in this hand over here, right? Yeah, that's exactly where they are. And how many pups do we have on the... We have lots, so we are at raising deficit. Alright, so there we go. There we go. You guys start. It's better to put them in, to spread them out, because each... See, look, this goes at 0.078. And if I go put 2 in, it's only a little higher. Do I want to have another 0.02 something online, or do I want another 0.078 online? I clearly want the 0.78 online. It's like 4 times as much. So, all right, you guys keep going, I guess. So, we have decided on our first target and probably the only thing we're going to do today. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how fast this goes. We're going to get a cold, clean air distillery going. And I'm not sure how much... This is going to be the first thing in a long time that goes in the fluid storage tanks. I'm not sure exactly how much of this we're going to need. So we want cold, clean air. Right there. So we're going to need to vent that. This is just so bitchy. Why would you do this? Why would you do 3? Why would you do that? Why do you do that to me? And we need filter. And then we're going to be making our own... here, let's go all the way back. Cold air. Cool air. Purified air. All right, filter. And then we want cool air. And that's with a compressor. We're going to compress our own liquid nitrogen on site. So we need evap. Great. And then after the evaporator, we're not going to do this anytime soon. Maybe I'll do alien bacteria, but we're just going to focus on this. This is our life for a while. So we need... okay, got lost. So... okay, got lost. Got lost. Got lost. Still lost. There we go. Purified air. It's in the filter. And then we go to cold air. This should be called cold air. It really should. It shouldn't be cool air because I totally believe that would be a separate item. It's not in this case, but I believe it could be. And that's in an evap with a compressor supporting. And then we go all the way to this, and that's another filter times 2. And then we have our product, which is cold, clean air, and that will be used in that. And we can make a ton of nitrogen. Wow! An absolute ton of nitrogen. Alright, well, let's not think about that. Oh, we're gonna need this for... No, we don't need that at all. So this is actually gonna be a fairly easy build. So, good. I kind of need that right now. Filter, we need compressor. At least one. Where do we compress? And then we need evaps, which we probably have. All right, let's go build a model. What is where we are? I kind of want to do this next to biofilm. We have this space here. We've been leaving it forever. So I guess, yes, this is what we do. So it's like second one over there. See if we can navigate. I mean, it uses biofilm. So putting it right next to a biofilm maker is probably a good idea. And I've been saving this space for a long time. What I've been saving it for? Something that needs to be next to biofilm. All right, so what's our model? It's filter, and I need you to make purified air. And you're real fast. You take... Oh, I should have brought in more pressure pumps. We're going to be using a lot of them right here. All right, so you need to be making pressurized air for me. You make 400, you use half of that. You just drink down activated carbon. Is there any better way to get this? Okay, yes there are, but I didn't take them. That's not good either. We're going to need so much coal dust. And this eats more sodium hydroxide too. All right, that's kind of bad. Then we need to go into an evap. At least it's a high throughput process. And you put out 100 a second, you eat 60 a second. So it's going to have to be like this. But then we're going to have to deal with, no, hold on. Put it right there. And each of you needs a compressor. Compress. To make small. You are going to be making liquid nitrogen for me. And we're going to need a whole steam reflux. And you are making 33 a second. And you are... Okay, so each one of you is going to need a dedicated one. All right, so... The entire... Okay, it's not even the entire complex because we're throwing off steam. But mostly the complex looks like this. Can we prod this? Of course not. All right, so one of you into two of you into kind of two of you. So this eats 120. All right, so that's necessary. And this makes 33 liquid nitrogen. That eats 22. All right, I suppose. All right, and this goes back into another filter where we will once again get filtered. Right here. And that's with the biofilm. And biofilm is right there. We got it. And this will process 25 of this stuff. And this makes just under 25. Okay. So it's a 1-to-1. So this is what the machine looks like. And to be honest, I don't really see myself getting more than one of these in this area. Well, I could probably make it work. I can probably get 3 in somehow. So materials in. We're going to need biofilm, which is right there. We're going to need some nitrogen and some gasoline. And some activated carbon. All right, so let's go get the nitrogen and the gasoline. We only need catalytic nitrogen because it does not get consumed. It just enables the reaction. Gasoline. However, we are going to need actual real gas. And nitrogen. Nitrogen. I could bring in liquid nitrogen. I could. It doesn't drink down that much. And I do have liquid nitrogen available. Liquid nitrogen right there. I have a bunch of compressors just standing by. That's liquid hydrogen. There's liquid nitrogen. Oh, the reason I'm making it on site is because it's not... It comes back. So that's why we're making it right here. Okay, that makes sense. So you don't need a lot of nitrogen. Here, that's enough nitrogen. Bam, bam. There's liquid nitrogen right there. Speaking of. Alright, so now we're going to have to get our inventory all messed up. Because we're going to bring in activated carbon right here, I suppose. There's got to be a way to arrange this to get more of these in place. I believe. That's unfortunate. Do you need rayon? Is this you? Pick up. All right. Rayon for everyone. Why did I put the biofilm in there? What? Okay, I don't understand. But the important part is I don't have to understand. Who is eating all of this? Where are you going? Oh, is it just cellulose? Okay, that's fine. Any more? What a weird belt. Alright, so that's alright. So we'll have activated carbon come in. And I'm pretty sure, like, if I can just get activate, we have one belt in. We can definitely boom more than just this here. We have so much space. So let's see if we can do something like this, right? I think it's very unlikely we'll be able to. Here, we don't even need 2 of these. We need 1 of these. I think it's very unlikely we'll be able to run this full speed because this is eating 12 active carbon a second, and we are not producing nearly that much. So we want to get 4 of these in and 4 of these in. Just going to copy right there. And there is no... our product is a gas. And I think we have to pipe this all the way back to the tanks. How much does this use? I'm not sure we can bring this down in biofluid. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should just try, you know? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. All right. Maybe I should pull it into the middle because I am thinking that we're going to need more of this once we start turning it into liquid air. And that's this whole line, but we're not doing that yet. So yeah, this should go to the tanks because it has two uses. And so this guy right here, we need 4 of you. So we need to get this to work somehow. And thus we see our problem, right? Because we can't do it like that because of gas in and out. So you have to be like so. And then we also have to reflux it somewhere. Give me a cooling tower, this one. So the water needs to be... So this is all just a big mess. But I'm pretty sure we can make this work. We have vias. So... like so. Like so. Here, just go get activated carbon for me. Schedule. Be whale hungry. Then I want you to go get activated carbon, which is somewhere in the 5 stacks, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the last time I've had to go get this. Is that you? No, that's silicon carbide, right? Is that you, or is that carbon black? Here, I need an example. No, it looks like a brick. A black brick. Activated carbon. All right. It's actually very close. Oh, and we don't have a lot of it. Oh, good. Oh, we have it's in a 2D. So we're behind on consumption. And now I'm introducing another giant consumer. And this is, you need to be prodded. I think you do need to be prodded. Upgraded and prodded. We'll do that after this. Anyway, as I was saying, add destination, go to apparently the 2 stacks, go find the little black brick, which is right there. I want you to fill your cargo, and then I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty your cargo. And this is going to be just forever. This is where all the activated carbon goes to just die. I'm going to have to make a lot more of it, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. All right, so that'll work, and then we'll get the pressurized air in. And we'll go like this and like that. All right, so like so. Yes? Here. Step over. And in the best case scenario, this will supply everything it needs. Okay, there you go. So you're getting your air, and that's going to be your activated carbon. I should probably move this over by 1, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see. And then right here, of course, we need our normal liquid tower. Like so. All right, we'll worry about trimming that in a second here. No, we'll trim it right now. Always trim right now. Don't be lazy. All right, so this will produce this input. Maybe we should offset this by 1. In fact, let's just, here, we've roughed out the area. You guys need to go away. See, this doesn't work because we can't put anything right there. So you need to be down by 1. And this works, and then you'll just come out to some sort of steam line right there. And then we'll have nitrogen in like this, right? Just assume that's going to work. And then we'll have a line for this and that. Does this feel okay? I know we're not really leaving good beacon space. So this will get gathered up and put in on this line, and then that will be put right there. And so I guess what I should do is pull you back and declare that this line shall be here. All right. So here's a unit. 2, 3, 4. And now we trim. Oh, tech happened. How beautiful. We will continue our march to our next goal. Just trim everything. Okay, so we made ammonium oxalate, so we can now make ammonium oxalate. How wonderful. And I'm pretty sure the next thing we want to do is we're heading to small parts, stage 3, right? Carbon fiber. This is going to be an entire thing, isn't it? Yep. Yep, it is. No, it's not going to be a thing right now. We're going to just... Yeah, we're at the point where I'm just blindly researching. I'm going to blow through this all so fast. Yeah, just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Build factory. So you will live right here, I think. And then we'll have our water pump right here. That's where it exists, right? Yeah. All right, I want you to make water. And we want a normal buffer pump right here. No, just a buffer in the system. And then you come over like so, and I want you to underflow to only a little. Less than 5. Okay. There you go. And so now we can hook in steam. Right there. Bang, bang, bang. All right, so that's how we get steam back to water. And water has to get back in right here, I think. There we go. And then gasoline has just arrived. How wonderful. So grab gas. Put that in right there. How are we on time? Actually, we're doing pretty good. We haven't gotten another explosion. That's kind of sad. I've been waiting for that. Why is this happening like so? Why did I... Oh, this is the nitrogen out. So that has to get hooked up right there. Oh. Oh, I did this wrong. That's okay. We can fix it. But 2 techs a day. That's nice. And they're not small techs either. Okay, this is going to work, but it's going to be ugly. But it's going to be less ugly than doing it. Okay, maybe it's just really ugly. There we go. There's a boom. Okay, let's see. It blew up. It seems to like... It got all of the construction bots. All of them. How? I guess at the first damage, all of these guys deployed and they met the blast wave. Right? That's really sucky. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought that the blast it takes time, unfortunately. So it blew up that and that and that, and it really hurt these guys. Now I wonder why the Logibots can't pick up. So we have to keep as little as possible in this. So this chest has to, we have to rework Bhoomdhos again. So first thing we have to do, cheaper belt. Second thing we have to do, probably it has to come all the way out, just straight out. And then that's the least, oh look, it hit the outpost for about a quarter life. So it really is very dangerous. It's only right at the edges here that... Yeah, right at the edges, it looks like it's hitting for like 80 damage right there. It didn't blow it up, but it could have. And these guys escaped entirely. No, this guy got hit for another 80 damage. And this guy got hit for 80 damage again. So it seems like 80 damage is what you can count on at the very edge. Alright, so we have to do logistics in the neighboring areas. We'll bring in just a straight shot of material right here. And then it will evac out the Bhoomdhos that way. I don't know what I'm going to do about the bots. I guess what I have to do is I have to put the bot hive right here. Well, I don't want to do that either. Maybe I put the bot hive like back here in the Navens area, and then I just put extenders right here, you know? Alright, this has to be reworked. This isn't quite ready, but it's interesting, so... What else is happening here? I just hooked up... Oh, I just failed to hook up this going back. So let's just do this because of... Oh. I guess you don't do that then. Alright, so I have to do it by hand, pretty much. But that's fine. But the nitrogen has to come in. Only the nitrogen... No, this doesn't work. I am doing a bad thing right here. So let's try to adjust. This has to be one long line. Has to be like this. And then you right here, nitrogen line. Unified nitrogen line. We need another tank. Like right here. Sure. And we need this guy right here to underflow to 5% as before. which means that this guy will only fill to 5%-ish. You know, it's not guaranteed. And then we have nitrogen in. There we go. Oh, so it's actually going. Not enough water. Ooh, how much water do you drink? A lot. That's just a matter of getting the water in the system, right? Oh, we're not able... Oh. How much steam do we produce? A lot. Oh. There we go. How's that work? This eats 2k steam a second now. And that's still not quite enough, but at the same time it should be exactly enough. Okay, so the carbon... Okay, so this is hooked up, right? Except for the input. So we'll handle that right now. Like so. Okay, and that hooks up. And then all the way over here, now all we have to do is deal with these happy guys. And that is probably just going to be something like this, right? So we had extra space the entire time. Funny joke. So it's going to be something like this. Maybe not exactly like this, but something like it. And then we need a pipeline going all the way out. Okay, I like this. This has a lot going for it. So like so, and just like an in, and an in. We trim that. No, we have to get rid of the petroleum gas. Oh, petroleum gas. All right. So we need them closer together, don't we? So like so. Okay, like so. And like so. And then H. Alright, so we'll have the input come around the back. Well, this is the complete opposite of what's normal. We'll have the input come in from that side, and we'll have the output come out the back. And then we will finish off the episode by running a whole lot of pipes. Because we're going to have to get rid of two products here. Here, don't do this. Right? And then petroleum gas out. We could just burn it here. And if it was burning clean, then yes, I would absolutely do that. But it'll make flue gas, and flue gas is a problem on its own. So, no, we will not do that. No. We're going to run into an activated carbon crisis basically immediately once this is turned on. Which is a coal dust crisis by another name. There you go. Have some biofilm. All right, so this is all hooked up. I mean, yes and no. So what I should do now is pull all of this all the way back. And where is petroleum gas? Hydrocarbons. I know we make petroleum gas somewhere. Right here. And I am here, and I want to get down the... Oh, that's no good. Where's the petroleum gas line? Is it just offered to the biofluid network? No. Oh, it heads straight over. How wonderful. So we want to tie in right here. All right, let's do it. So I guess we need to start heading south just a little bit. And then we'll turn... so much easier going north-south and getting a away from the populated areas, or the most dense areas, is probably a good idea. I want to go down 2 more blocks. 2 more blocks. All right. Then find somewhere like in the middle of the block and just try to get over. All right. And then, oh, right here, I suppose. We'll see if we can make this work. So, come with me. Oh, now it is definitely time for energy drink. Did I ever turn personal? No, I didn't. Okay. Noted. It's good that we're making all sorts of automation science. I had thought that we were going to run low on that. And it may still be true. Okay, so just keep going. Oh, and we're in the exact wrong space here, for which we must adapt. Then we're still leaving vias. Oh man, the via discipline just combos so hard with itself. Just makes life easy. Then here we are here, and we must shift back. And that's fine. It's just fine. So this way, this way, this way. Okay, so now, where are we? Oh, we're in the wrong line. We should have gone down one more. That's going to be unfortunate. Alright, so this place. Oh, we can't even get through. So maybe... I guess we gotta go up by 2 now. This looks so messy. But apparently... Oh, we're not even able to do that, so we have to go down by 1. My point is, this would be even harder if I hadn't had the discipline to do vias everywhere. All right, so we're here. This is very close. So we kind of wanna go south, I think. I don't think we can't now. We've gone too close in. We're touching too close to hydrocarbons. That. So we turn south here and then hope? That seems like a fine idea. It's hope-based engineering. Then we have a problem here. We just have to get over there. So we should be able to just do this, right? Maybe even higher. No, this would be fine. Waste petroleum gas. Almost there. Almost there, friends. All right, here we are. We just have to cross this region. And then tie in exactly, no. Exactly right there. And done. All right, waste petroleum gas vented. Annoyance obtained. For your quest, you have earned being annoyed. All right, so where was the thing that we were working on? It wasn't that deep. It was by the biofilm. 1 up. All right, it was in sort of the right area. All right, so petroleum gas is done. And so now we have to get all the way towards fluid sorting, which means, I guess, we should just start right here and see how far we can get, right? Just start heading towards the wall, and then we will turn this on, And then we will be happy because we made something that works. We will try not to remember... Oh, this is a problem. Oh, we can fix it, though. Try not to remember the first Bhoomdhos, which does not work. But we will fix it. We will. That is not a forever problem. Good to see this going. So we need much cheaper belt. We need to just give up on a lot of the windmills. Just rip them down. They can't be here. As much as that pains us to say. And then the bots need to be on a substantial delay. And we're going to delay with distance, just like the explosion delays with distance. So I guess that's going to make things better, because it's going to make it so that we can move the caravanserai out of the block with the Bhoomdhos, which is the key problem that we're struggling with. Okay, thank you. Are we low on chlorine for some reason? I mean, the factory is working, but it's very on edge right now. I mean, it's producing exactly what it needs, but it's not... Well, okay, a lot of the areas have more capacity. Like, that had more capacity to make hydrogen chloride. And I suppose that's a good thing, right? So when it comes time to expand the factory, I can just shove in more inputs. I'm really worried about the coal dust thing. I might have to move activated carbon out to do activated carbon out here in the coal fields somewhere, like right in here. Like, where else am I going to get the line of coal dust that I need? All right, so what I want is to copy one of you guys. Hopefully without a lot of burden. Like, first off, where did we leave off? Right here? Let's not lose that, right? And so, bots off for a minute. Where is the cleanest one we have? It's like right here, maybe. We'll just claim that's clean. All right, so right here, it's 2 spaces. So right here is where this goes down. And that's going to... Well, that's going to have to get pulled up. That chlorine line is in the way. None of this needs to be here then. So we won't do this. Okay, and so make it real, please. Oh, I didn't put it down angry style. Does this not connect? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's a problem. All right, we're going to have to go in the middle then. And that doesn't work for that reason. So we have to go up here then. And this finally works. Okay, so you don't do that anymore. And then right here, and then you just jink down. All right, chlorine restored. That's supposed to be in a pump, right? Right there. And that offers cold, clean air to the entire system. And I kind of worry that I clipped a lot of stuff here. That shouldn't have been there. And I guess we'll find out later, right? Like, it's not going to keep a secret from me. It'll tell me. I'll know. All right, just plug right in. That's nice. All right, let's start this machine up. And then this is a good time to stop. We will have done one thing today. And tomorrow we'll struggle with Bhoomdhos again. And then we will make oh, this has been up the entire time. We will make progress every day on high-tech circuits. That is the plan. And actually found my way to the place where I need to go. All right, so it's time to hook this up. So prepare breakfast machine music. And I cannot stress enough how we're going to run out of activated carbon. There we go. I guess putting 2 there is a whole lot of vanity because we only have 2 picking up. So, okay, let's not do that. All right, you're running. You're running. Let's look at all it running. It's just pumping out. And then right here, you guys are not pumping out because I never hooked up that input. The nuclear power station right there having a rave. Okay. All right, all that, all that, all that, and just like, damn. All right, so we have made cold, clean air. Do we feel good about this? I guess, yeah. Yeah, I feel good about this. We did a thing today. We built factory. And then this is getting out. I mean, maybe. So hard to tell. It's making so little. And we are making roughly, I don't know, 50 a minute, 50 a second out of all this. I wonder how that falls. It probably doesn't produce enough helium if I was going to do it this way. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably not... Yeah, it's fine. The important thing is that it is fine. And this is just boom, 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 boom. It's not rhythm. We finally got enough water in the system, hopefully. Yeah, we're not. Okay, yeah, we're full up on liquid nitrogen. And then that is only underflowing and underflowing, and that's supplying as much gas as we can get, and this is going to eat up all. This should be prodded, I think. Proddable. Anyway, it's time to wrap up. Oh, let's go check on uplifting again. And see if we hit any of that, because we didn't hit anything at all today. Maybe I should hit come outs one more time. Take a look. How many things have you done? You are now done 4. That's where I left you. So there's 3 more Okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it for right now. We're going to continue hitting come outs like once an episode. Just not right now. And we still have no joy. 213, you are officially slacking, and I need 2 hits in order for that to keep going. So that might go for a long time. Oh, we did hit. Oh, we rolled super duper low. Like it produces 1 to 20, and we rolled a 3. Thanks. At least it makes it better for next time. I suppose. All right, thanks, I guess. And Bhoomdhos might be picked up again, because I think there was one... No. Yeah, it is working again. This guy's slowly picking it back up. Slowly. And it eventually will come back up. So yeah, we have to reorganize this. No Logi bots, only repair bots. Maybe Logi bots for the fuel rods. All right. Well, we're going to have to do try number 2. All of these 3 in the middle are have to go away. We're probably going to rip out the biofluid too, and we'll just go around in another way. This doesn't exist here. This exists here. And then we'll have I don't know where we're going to put... I mean, I guess that guy is in the perfect spot. I guess you stay. Maybe put one right there. Does it go halfway? If I put ones in the corners, probably yes. All right, so we'll have a dedicated network here. But you have to be extenders. Ooh, because I don't want any of the robots here. I want extenders. And I don't know if I can do Logi extenders. Is there a way to ban a robot type? Because I don't want to have a whole belt of fuel rods for them to blow up. I don't want those items blown up. They're too expensive. I want them delivered. I suppose I could rig something up that will feed them onto the belt. Like whenever this is at 1, it feeds 1 onto a belt and it slowly makes its way over. That might be how it has to go. Anyway, let's wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. Not a huge episode, but a pretty good episode. I mean, with tech going like it is, it's impossible to be negative about the factory. I should have done push the wall out more. Getting lazy about that. Anyway, this looks about right. So, screenshot. All right, so what did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? Obviously, the big thing we did was planning. Oh, we can knock something off. Cold, clean air. Done. So we figured out all of the things that need to be done in order for us to make high-tech circuits. And we did one of those things. And then we're probably going to do this next, and then probably skip over to Nenbit and superconducting wire and coil core. And this all has to happen. We're going to have to build out another big thing right here. Huge wall of material, but not quite yet. We have space. And then right in here is where we're going to do all of this. This is going to be electronics and electronic support. And this is a lot of electronic support. So this is like the next block, even though it has a waistline associated with it, meaning it's kind of more valuable than that. I don't know. Maybe we come down here. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We have a lot of intermediates to make, and then a giant high-tech circuit area. And then we'll have blue circuits at last. Tech is just flowing. We're getting about 2 techs every episode. That is too much for me to implement. Tech is running away from me. That's fine. We also implemented Bhoomdhos today. That is the Bhoomdhos that explodes. It is much more fuel cell efficient than the old version. Downside, it explodes violently from time to time. Almost killed me, I think. I was really close. Killed all of my bots. So I have to work out ways for this to work. The end. I don't know what to do about this. I want to find like logistic area extender. I don't want to have any bots. I want to ban bots from ever living at these areas. You can charge, but you can't live here. I suppose if I'm going to have a whole tower of these, I'm going to have fuel rods available all up here. So I don't want the fuel rod bots coming up here and exposing themselves to danger. They have to come from the sides somehow. So maybe I'll like take this area right here. We're building our own little bot network here. Anyway, I'm going to have to think about this a lot. The key takeaway is the explosion of the Bhoomdhos is a lot larger than I thought it was going to be, and that's a problem. So yeah. All right, I'm done. Good episode. Did cold, clean air. Gonna do a whole bunch more next time. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.